Hi, and welcome to another episode and another video about writing a composition or an essay. Writing a composition is just like writing a paragraph. However, there are some differences. A paragraph is shorter and it consists no more than 10 sentences. However, on the other hand, a composition consists at least 4 paragraphs and it is longer. A question: how do we write a good composition? The answer: we need to follow some steps. And these steps must be the outline. This outline is here. As the paragraph consists of 3 main parts, a composition also consists of them. First, we have the introduction. Second, the body, and lastly, the conclusion. What are the main important things inside each part? So let's start with introduction. Before we start our introduction, we need to leave 2 or 1 square that is indentation. It's very important. Inside the introduction, we have 3 important things. First, have the hook. Second, background information. And the third and last, the thesis statement. What does each one consist? The hook is the opening sentence that we start with, and it can be question, exclamation, code, or wisdom. Number 2, we have the background information, and here we give 1 or 2 sentences about the topic. General ideas related to the topic. And after these 2 sentences, I come to thesis statement, and here I write a sentence about the exact topic. Means I state the topic that I want to discuss and analyze. The introduction show consists of 3 main parts. Sentence, which is the hook we start with. Background information, general ideas related to the topic I want to discuss. And third, the thesis statement, and it is the sentence that is about the exact topic I want to analyze. So let's now move to the body. Inside the body, we need 3 body paragraphs. We have body paragraph, it means paragraph number 1, paragraph number 2, and paragraph number 3. And for each paragraph, we need to leave indentation. Very important. Let's start with body paragraph number 1. After we leave the indentation, we need to write the topic sentence. This topic sentence is a support, or is the main idea that is mentioned in the thesis statement before, and now I'm coming to analyze and discuss it. Okay? Topic sentence number 1. And then supporting detail number 1, supporting detail number 2. How? When I write topic sentence number 1, I analyze and I give details. How? And I explain. This is body paragraph number 1. Body paragraph number 2. Also, I leave indentation here and I write topic sentence number 2. And this topic sentence is also the main idea mentioned before in the thesis statement. This topic sentence also needs supporting detail. supporting detail number 1 and supporting detail number 2. After this, we come to the last paragraph and we leave indentation, of course. Then I write a topic sentence. This topic sentence is also about what I have mentioned before in the thesis statement. And it needs also supporting detail number 1, then supporting detail number 2. When I write my body paragraphs, I need some transitions inside. Some transition when we want to express contrasting. It means two opposed ideas. You can use but, can use however, can use and yet, why, whereas, on the other hand, on the one hand, and so on. If we want to express concession, for example, can use despite the fact that, despite, in spite of the fact that, although, and so on. If we want to express effect, result, or consequences, can use so, thus, as a result, as a consequence, therefore, consequently, and so on. If we want to express reinforcement, we can use besides, furthermore, moreover, in addition, and so on. If we want to explain and to give explanation, we can use that is. That is to say, in other words, for example, and for instance. After these two parts, the introduction and the body, we come to the conclusion. In the conclusion also we leave indentation and restate the thesis statement. We can restate, rewrite the thesis statement, but of course rephrased, written in other words. We can also inside the conclusion give point of view, the opinion, or we give predictions. If it's still not clear, we are coming to write an essay, and inside we are going to move step by step to show all these steps that we have analyzed. Let's see what we have here, this task. Before we start, for baccalaureate exam pupils, the situation of integration, you have two topics. One is a free writing, so you write freely without any obstacles or without any restrictions. You are free to write whatever you want. This is number 1. Number 2, it is guided writing, where the topic you have inside information that you follow. Here we have a task that is not guided. This is free to write whatever you want. Let's start reading it. Epidemics began to appear and to spread on Earth since a long time. Today, a killing and threatening pandemic called COVID-19 has hit the world and our country. Therefore, schools closed, transportation stopped, and individuals stayed home. Write a short composition telling changes at school, transport, and individuals in our country. Let's add it here. In our country. So, we have here introduction, body, conclusion. How can we treat this context here to be written into a composition? First, we are going to see what is the theme or the topic that I write about. The topic here is COVID-19, where our country, we have schools closed, transportation stopped, and individuals stay home. Well, it means these are effects, impacts of COVID-19 on our country. These are changes. What are these changes? Schools closed, transportation stopped, and individuals stayed home. So, I'm going to write about COVID-19 changes in our country. These changes are schools closure, transportation stop, and individuals stay home. So I need to start my introduction with the hook, question, exclamation, the code or wisdom. Changes in our country, COVID-19. I will see how can I start with a question or anything. Then I come to background information, 1 or 2 sentences about the topic. The topic, we have COVID-19 and we have the changes. So I write 1 sentence. For example, I say COVID-19 has changed our country. Example, has changed the life in our country. For example, this is the background information. Then the thesis statement, I restrict what I'm going to explain here. What I'm going to explain is schools closed, transportation stopped, and individuals stayed home. So what do I say? Here we say, for example, COVID-19 has changed life in our country. For example, these changes are schools closed, transportation stopped, and individuals stayed home. And we still have the hook. For example, we start with a question. We say, who knows what will tomorrow inform? Or we say, who knows the future? Question. Then we come to say, COVID-19 has hit the world, even our country, and it led to some changes. These changes are seen in schools, transportation, and individuals, for example. Then I come to the body and to start analysis. So we said the topic is about changes of COVID-19 in our country. These changes, so let's start with a question. For example, we say, who, we leave the indentation and we say, who knows the future? This is a question. Okay? We have left indentation here and we have started with a question. What is the aim of the question? The question here attracts the reader's attention. And after he reads your question, he wants to continue reading to discover what is the topic. After this, we have started a sentence with a capital letter, so it ends with a full stop. This is the hook. We come now to the background information. We said we write general information about the topic in general. Good. So our topic is about COVID-19 and changes. So how do we write? We write COVID, after the full stop we write capital letter. We write COVID-19 has hit our country. COVID-19 has hit our country and changed life totally. Sorry. Full stop. COVID-19 has hit our country and changed life totally. This is general information about the topic. Then I come to the thesis statement, and here I restrict and tell the exact topic I want to analyze. One is the topic, it is about schools, transportation, and individuals. So we need to link information. COVID-19 has hit our country and changed life totally. These, I have here full stop. We have changed life, so we say these changes, these changes can be seen in schools, transportation, and individuals. Individuals. We have finished now our paragraph. We put a full stop. This is our introduction. Who knows the future? COVID-19 has hit our country and changed life totally. These changes can be seen in schools, transportation, and individuals. Like this, we have a good introduction. Now I come to the body paragraphs. Body paragraph number 1, we have topic sentence. Here we have 3 main ideas about the topic. So I'm going to write 3 body paragraphs consisting 3 main ideas. These 3 main ideas are written in 3 topic sentences. So let's start with topic sentence. We said when we write we need some transitions. So we start, we say, first, we said we leave indentation, like here, we leave indentation and we write first. We start with capital letter and we put here a comma. First, when COVID-19 reached Algeria, comma, start here the topic sentence speaking about schools. When COVID-19 reached Algeria, schools immediately closed. Full stop. Like this, we have the first main idea about schools. When COVID-19 reached Algeria, schools immediately closed. This is topic sentence number one. Then I come to give support to this topic sentence. How can I write at least two supporting details? So, when COVID-19 reached Algeria, schools immediately closed. We explain, okay? After full stop, we write capital letter. We can say primary, middle, and secondary schools stopped teaching and examination when during the end of second semester. This is supporting detail, okay, to topic sentence number one. When COVID-19 reached Algeria, schools immediately closed. How? Primary, middle, and secondary schools stopped teaching and examination during the end of second semester. This is supporting detail number one. So I add another supporting detail. Let's speak about universities, okay? We said we use some transitions. For example, we said when we reinforce, we use like we say in addition. Full stop. In addition, comma, universities also closed and students left classes towards homes. Full stop. Like this we have first body paragraph. We use the transition first in paragraph number one. So paragraph number two we also use, we said first, then we say second. We leave indentation and write second. Changes about transportation, so we need to write a topic sentence with supporting details. So let's start with topic sentence. What do we say? We say second, almost all means of transport stop movement almost all means of transport stop movement when the virus firstly hit. Okay, so let's read it again. Second, almost all means of transport stop movement when the virus firstly hit. Full stop. Now we come to the details. We speak about transport changes. For example, how do we explain this? So we say, so this is a transitional express consequence. Okay, we say, so we put full stop. We start with capital letter. After so we put comma. So owners of taxis and buses had to park their means of transport at home. Very good. Now we have firstly. So, owners of taxis and buses had to park their means of transport at home. We give another supporting detail. So, not only buses and taxis stop movement, but also governmental means of transport like metros, tramways, trains, and so on. So let's add this here. We say, even governmental transport stop. We give examples. So we said even governmental transport like trains, comma, tramways, comma, also metros, and boats. So we have even governmental transport like trains, tramways, metros, and boats. Or we change, we don't repeat saying stop, so we say seized. Carrying people We repeat reading. Even governmental transport like trains, tramways, metros, and boats ceased carrying people. But, but merchandise transport did not end working. Full stop. So now we have a second body paragraph about second main idea, which is about transportation. Second, almost all means of transport stopped movement when the virus firstly hit. So, owners of taxis and buses had to park their means of transport at home. Even governmental transport like trains, tramways, metros, and boats ceased carrying people. But merchandise transport did not end working. Or here we change. But with only to have coherent meaning. We say even governmental transport like trains, tramways, metros, and boats ceased carrying people. Only merchandise transport. So here we have transport, we have here transport, so we don't repeat, so we need to avoid repetition. So we say once, we say merchandise once did not end working. Very good. So after this, we come now to the last body paragraph. So we start here with second. Now we move to number 3, and we have started in the body paragraph number 1 with first, body paragraph number 2 with second, and now we have the third body paragraph, so we need to put third. Good, but since this is the last, we don't put the word. We are going to end the list. When we come to end a list, we need to put finally or lastly. So we put here lastly. We leave indentation and we put lastly, come on. So now we have spoken about schools, transport. Now we come to individuals. So lastly, individuals lastly, individuals had to stay home. Good, this is topic sentence. Lastly, individuals had to stay home. Now we come to analyze and explain. We use a transition like we have here full stop. We say that what is to say. So here we have T capital letter after the full stop. That is to say, come on, everyone escaped escape what? Escape streets, comma, what else? Escape streets, cafeterias. Only this? No. Cafeterias, gardens, and all public places. Full stop. When we number things 1, 2, 3, 4, we need to put comma, 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 and at the last one we say and. Okay, so now we have supporting detail number 1, so we add another supporting detail. We use another transition for reinforcement, so we say after full stop we write capital letter, we say moreover, comma, moreover. Moreover, they, individuals, people, okay, they start many behaviors like meeting friends, comma. So here we are enumerating meeting friends, embracing them, the last one, and shaking their hands. Full stop. We repeat reading. Lastly, individuals also have to stay home. That is to say, everyone escaped the streets, cafeterias, gardens, and all public places. Moreover, they stopped many behaviors like meeting friends, embracing them, and shaking their hands. We continue, for healthy reasons. And like this, we have the third body paragraph. Now we come to the conclusion. We also leave indentation. In the conclusion, we restate the thesis statement that is mentioned before in the introduction. This thesis statement is about schools, transportation, and individuals. So we rewrite these three main ideas mentioned in the thesis statement. Or we give a point of view or a prediction, but here we are not giving point of view or any prediction. So we rewrite the thesis statement. So what can we say? In the conclusion, we also write another transition, which is, for example, to, so we have indentation, to summarize, okay, COVID-19 hit our country and change life in all fields. Full stop. These fields we repeat, we say these changes led schools to close, public transport to stop, and we don't have space here, and we say, and individuals to stay home. Who knows the future? COVID-19 has hit our country and changed life totally. These changes can be seen in schools, transportation, and even individuals. First, when COVID-19 reached Algeria, schools closed immediately. Primary, middle, and secondary schools stopped teaching and examination during the end of second semester. In addition, universities also closed and students left classes towards homes. Second, almost all means of public transport stopped movement when the virus firstly hit. So, owners of taxis and buses had to park their means of transport at home. Even governmental transport ceased carrying people. Only merchandise ones did not stop working. Lastly, individuals also had to stay at home. That is to say, everyone escaped streets, gardens, cafeterias, and all public places. Moreover, they stopped many behaviors like meeting friends, embracing them, and shaking their hands. To summarize, COVID-19 hit our country and changed life in all fields. These changes led schools to close, public transport to stop, and individuals to change manners.